CM Punk shocks Roman Reigns on Raw. Punk exposes Roman in a brutal promo. CM Punk vs. Roman Reigns gets personal. Punk drops explosive pipe bomb on Roman. Roman Reigns left shaken after Punk's words. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Wait, hold on a second. Did CM Punk really just walk into Monday Night Raw and absolutely obliterate Roman Reigns on the mic like that? I mean, seriously, what did we just witness? Because if you thought you'd seen everything in WWE, if you thought Roman Reigns had heard it all, nah, this right here, this was different. This wasn't just another promo. This wasn't just hype for a match. This was personal. This was raw. And this might have just changed everything heading into the next chapter of WWE. Picture the scene. The arena is buzzing, but there's this strange tension in the air. You know that feeling, right? Like something big is about to go down, but you can't quite put your finger on it yet. Roman Reigns' music hits, and as always, the crowd reaction is split. Some acknowledging their tribal chief, others just waiting for anyone to finally shut him up. And let me ask you this, were you expecting CM Punk to be that guy tonight? Roman steps into the ring with that slow, calculated confidence. The bloodline aura is still there even if things aren't exactly what they used to be. You can see it in his face. This is a man who still believes he runs the entire industry. And why wouldn't he? Years of dominance, main event after main event, WrestleMania after WrestleMania. But then, the music hits. Static. That familiar, spine-tingling opening. CM Punk. And just like that, the entire energy of the building flips on its head. The crowd erupts, not just cheers, not just noise, but that kind of reaction that feels like it shakes the foundation of the arena. When was the last time you heard a reaction like that? Seriously, drop it in the comments. Was it bigger than his return pop? Punk walks out, no rush, no theatrics beyond just being himself. And that's the thing about Punk, right? He doesn't need all the extras. His presence alone is enough. But you can already tell something's off. This isn't just Punk coming out to exchange words. There's a look in his eyes, a very familiar look. The kind of look that says someone is about to get absolutely torn apart. He grabs a mic, steps into the ring, and for a moment, silence. No jokes, no smirks, no playing to the crowd. Then he starts. And from the very first line, you just know this is about to be a pipe bomb. Punk doesn't waste time. He goes straight at Roman, calling him out not just as a champion, not just as a main eventer, but as a man hiding behind a legacy that isn't even fully his. Think about that for a second. How many people have actually dared to say that to Roman Reigns' face? Not many, right? And Roman, at first, he just smirks, that same dismissive smirk we've seen 1,000 times. But you can tell he's listening. You can tell he's trying to measure Punk, trying to figure out where this is going. Because with Punk, it's never predictable. Then Punk turns it up. He starts talking about the bloodline, about how Roman built an empire but couldn't keep it together, about how the so-called tribal chief needed everyone else to stay on top. And here's where it gets interesting. He doesn't just say it, he breaks it down. Every betrayal, every crack, every moment where Roman needed someone else to bail him out. Now, let me ask you this. Do you agree with Punk here? Has Roman always needed backup? Or is that just part of being a smart champion? The crowd is eating it up. Every word Punk says hits harder and harder, and you can see Roman starting to lose that calm demeanor. It's subtle at first, a shift in posture, a tighter grip on the mic, but it's there. And then Punk goes even deeper. He starts comparing their careers, not in a bragging way, but in that brutally honest, almost uncomfortable way that only he can pull off. He talks about being the voice of the voiceless, about grinding his way to the top without a family dynasty behind him. He brings up the idea that while Roman was chosen, Punk had to fight for every inch. And wow, that line hits. Because now it's not just about Roman Reigns the character, it's about Roman Reigns the man, the perception, the privilege, the narrative that's followed him his entire career. Do you think that's fair though? Was Roman really chosen, or did he earn his spot over time? I'm curious what you think. Roman finally responds, and when he does, it's sharp. He doesn't back down, he fires back, reminding Punk that while he was off doing his own thing, Roman was carrying the company on his back. He talks about main eventing WrestleManias, about elevating the title, about being the reason people tune in week after week. And you know what? He's not wrong. But Punk isn't there to agree. He interrupts, and this is where things explode. Punk starts laughing, not in a friendly way, but in that almost mocking, like, I can't believe you actually believe that kind of way. And then he drops the line that sends the entire arena into chaos. He says Roman didn't carry WWE. WWE carried Roman until he finally figured out how to be interesting. Yeah, let that sink in. The crowd loses it, some cheering, some booing, but everyone reacting. Because that's the thing about a true pipe bomb. It doesn't just entertain, it divides. Roman steps closer now. The tension is thick. You can feel it through the screen. This isn't just promo versus promo anymore. This is two worlds colliding. And Punk, he's not done, not even close. He starts bringing up moments fans have argued about for years, the missed opportunities, the forced pushes, the times when the audience rejected Roman and how it took years to finally turn that into something that worked. He questions whether Roman is truly the best or just the most protected. Now, be honest, does that hit a little too close to the truth? Roman fires back again, this time more aggressive. He reminds Punk of his own history, walking out, burning bridges, leaving when things didn't go his way. He questions Punk's loyalty, his consistency, his ability to stay on top in today's WWE. And that right there, that's the first time Punk pauses, just for a second. But then he smiles, and you already know that's not a good sign for Roman. Because when Punk smiles like that, it means he's about to say something that crosses the line. He leans in, lowers his voice, and starts talking about legacy, about what it means to truly leave a mark on the industry. He says Roman might have the titles, the main events, the accolades, but Punk has something Roman can't manufacture: authenticity. That word hangs in the air, and you can feel the shift. Because now it's not just about wins and losses, it's about something deeper, something fans connect with on a completely different level. Who do you think has the stronger legacy when it's all said and done, CM Punk or Roman Reigns? The crowd starts chanting, some for Punk, some for Roman. It's chaotic, it's loud, it's exactly what WWE thrives on. Roman, now visibly frustrated, steps right up to Punk. They're face to face, no more words for a moment, just tension. And for a split second, you think it's about to get physical. But Punk steps back, not in fear, but in control, because he knows exactly what he's doing. He's not here to fight tonight. He's here to get inside Roman's head. And judging by Roman's reaction, it worked. Punk drops one final line. Cold, calculated, and designed to stick. He tells Roman that for all his dominance, for all his power, deep down he knows that when it comes to moments like this, when it's standing alone in that ring with nothing but a microphone, Roman can't beat him. Mic drop. And just like that, Punk leaves. No music at first, just the sound of the crowd going absolutely insane. Roman stands there frozen, not defeated, not humiliated, but shaken. And that might be even worse. Because when was the last time you saw Roman Reigns look like that? Think about it. This segment wasn't just another highlight. This wasn't just build-up for a match. This was a statement, a reminder of what CM Punk brings to the table. And more importantly, it was a challenge, not just to Roman Reigns, but to the entire WWE landscape. So now the question is, what happens next? Does Roman come back stronger, ready to prove Punk wrong? Or did Punk just expose cracks that can't be fixed? And if this does lead to a match, who actually walks out on top? Because after tonight, it's not just about titles anymore. It's about pride. It's about legacy. It's about proving who really is the best in the world. Drop your thoughts in the comments, make sure you share this with anyone who needs to see it, and stay locked in, because if this is just the beginning, we are in for something absolutely unforgettable.